Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Hello.
Hello, ladies. So I think that we really should talk about side hustles today because
Okay.
that is what brought us together, is our
Yes.
side hustle. And I
Mhm.
know for a fact that Andrea has some hellacious, hilarious stories of her side hustles. So
All 50 of them.
yeah. Oh, how
Yes,
many do you have now? Like
uh, I
12?
I really don't know. My ultimate goal is to work on 7 streams of income, but I'm not sure where exactly I fall on that list. I think I'm around 5 or 6. Um,
Wow.
However, the ultimate goal is to make most of that passive, which that's still a work in progress.
Well, I have two, and then I have an additional two. So I have two that I have a full-time job, and then I'm an adjunct faculty member. Words are hard. Um, and then my other side hustle. So I've got one side hustle as a adjunct faculty, and then I have Beachbody, and then I have Savvy. So
We're
I
no
have,
longer Beachbody.
I'm sorry, what?
We're no
Body.
It's a
longer
body,
Beachbody.
We are no longer Beachbody. We are Body. I'm
body.
sorry. It's taken
Get it
it's gonna
right.
It's
It's
a
going to take
body.
7 years to get that right. I'm sorry. So, Miss Jennifer, how many side hustles do you
Just
have?
one.
Just one.
Just my body. Yep.
And your full time
Not
job.
my body as in like prostitution. Not like that, but like my body as in like a wellness mentor.
Your wellness body. Your
You could
wellness
be a
body.
prostitute mentor.
No, I'm good. I'm
But
good.
let's recap mine. Okay, so I have a full-time job. I have somewhat of a second full-time job, which is side hustle. So my full-time job is I am an executive assistant for an actual person, and I go into an office every day. And then I do virtual assisting, and I have about 7 clients there that I handle. And then my third side hustle is the body. And then I guess we could classify my fourth one as an Uber slash Lyft driver.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll call that rideshare driving.
Ride share
And
driving.
then
Mm-hmm.
do I have any
Very PC.
others? I mean, I also do like Uber Eats, so I guess that could be part of there too. So I guess I only really have, oh no, I also do
Amazon.
Amazon deliveries. Okay, yep. As I'm like, all right, yep. So I have that. So that's five jobs, 4 of which are
It's just too
um
much.
side
And you're a
Too
wife
much.
classification. And I'm a wife.
and a cat
That's
mom.
another job, and a cat mom. So that's 7, but those don't provide any monetary
Value.
monetary.
Right.
Uh, I mean, I do have a full-time job. I didn't say that. I mean, I'm just not a wellness coach. You guys are saying that your wellness or your full-time job too. But
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, my full-time
which
job
is
So
isn't a
very
wellness.
hectic and busy. So
Yes.
so we wanted to focus on how how these side hustles can be the vessel to achieving the life that you want. That's really why we came here today to talk about these side hustles, because without these side hustles we would not be together.
yeah,
And
Hmm.
it's just, you never know what a side hustle is going to bring to you, whether it's going to bring you some crazy people that you encounter that Andrea is going to tell us about, or it's these women that become your best friends that you talk to every single day. And
Hmm.
yeah,
there are days where I don't work my side hustle. There's months where I don't work my side hustle, but I know one thing that's going to be consistent is my girls.
yep.
So, if I never make another dollar off of my side hustle, I'm okay, because I know that I am rich in love with y'all.
Rich in
Hmm.
love, rich in love.
No, and that's true, and probably, out of all my side hustles, um, the one that I haven't really been focusing on right now is my wellness through body. And but because I've started doing that a few years ago now, I have met you guys. I have met tons of women
Hmm.
who are just like me that I thought I was a lone wolf out there, doing my thing. But now I have my wolf pack, my jam pod, and so just you just don't know how powerful, you know, doing a little bit here and there can be.
Yeah.
Because now I have these great friendships. I have a great community. I have a toolbox of wellness things, to fall back on when I'm struggling. I have a few people that I know personally that are doing their journey with me. And so just being able to be there to help them when they're struggling is so fulfilling to me.
Yep.
Um,
And in case you didn't listen to our previous episode, we talked about like our wellness journey and our struggles and how we overcame that. And each one of us have met while we were on that journey. And so one of the great things is about, and I'm not this, you can do whatever journey or, any source for your wellness journey that you want. But for ours, you have the option of starting your own business, right? And starting your own personal community with people that you connect with. And we all have done that. And without that community, the three of us wouldn't have met, like you said, Mel. And the ladies in my group are very, we all play video games. We all like IPAs. They're truly my people. And some of them are local, which is fantastic.
mhm,
Because we can get together and work out together or just go have lunch or what have you. And a lot of people look at these side hustles as time away from your family, which they can be, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be hours and hours, right? Like,
Right.
Andrea, if you wanted to, like, can you take your husband on like your drives and whatnot?
Oh, absolutely, we do.
Yeah.
So when we're home, like when he's not working, so usually when he's working on the weekend is when I'll do the bulk of my driving and things like that. But if he's home, we're doing the delivery part together because
Yeah.
they don't care if you have someone in the car. Obviously, if I'm like doing just a regular ride, people are like, why is there extra people in the car?
Yeah.
Right.
And
We
I
can
mean,
make
and
Amazon
Kevin will take
deliveries at
like,
some point.
yeah, and Kevin will take like videos and pictures of me or whatever. Like he'll do it. He's the man behind the scenes. Um, but it's
Can't
just a
say that
really,
Matt's ever done that for me.
he hasn't.
No.
Yeah, I asked, I did that Celine Dion one before when I was
Yes. Oh
singing
my
into a
God.
broom
Freaking
and I had
hilarious.
like a mullet on and he went out and got the leaf blower and brought it in and he like leaf blowed me so that the hair could be like blowing in the wind. He's a great
I
sport.
bet he blew
Such a
you.
good person.
Mhm.
But I mean, our ultimate goal, right, is that one, these quote unquote side hustles give us something that's ours, right?
hmm
Because at the end of the day, I think as women, we lose our identity because we're so and so's wife, we're so and so's mom, right?
Yeah.
We
Yep.
work for XYZ company. And I think sometimes we lose or we stop partaking in hobbies that fulfill us as an individual. And
Mhm.
while I love my kids, at some point they're going to go away and they're going to start their own family, right?
Right.
And so I think it's really important to have something that's just yours, something that you create, and that's something like that that it's your baby, right?
hmm
And
Mhm.
so for me, coaching's that it holds me, it gives me that extra accountability that I need on my wellness journey.
Yep.
It provides me with, you know, the best community from everywhere in the world, pretty much, that I can connect with, I can touch base with. And it's no different than me telling somebody that I like something from Walmart or Target, go buy that shirt. Whereas I'm truly using these products. I truly love them. I believe in their worth. I believe in their value. So I'm sending you a referral link. And
Excellent.
once you have that referral link, I'm giving you the support and accountability and sharing my best tips and practices that I have learned in my 10 years of being with this company. Right.
Right.
Um, and like you said, Mel, I don't always work the business like I should, but because I do put in the effort most of the time, even on those days or weeks that I'm not working or I'm taking a break, I'm still getting income from it because I've
Mhm.
put that work in ahead of time. And so, yeah, you
You've
have to do the
you've
work. You
done
have
the
to do the
unglamorous
unglamorous
shit.
things. Yeah, the
Yes.
unglamorous shit
Absolutely.
you have to do in order to get to the life that you want. This is just a
Mhm.
vessel, right? All of your 7 side hustles, Andrea, are Are
Yeah,
those
actually,
still
as you were speaking, I also thought
freedom?
of a couple of other ones. I do have an Amazon affiliate link of my store that I'm building out.
Yeah.
And because of like my doing the unglamorous shit, for my body side hustle and things like that, I have, well, of course, Facebook is being stupid and they're going to take it away, but I have
The ability to make money.
monetized,
Yeah.
you
Same.
know,
Yeah.
certain things. So, you
Mhm.
know, developing that passive income from doing the unglamorous shit is what ultimately is going to bring me to my goal. So,
Yeah.
example, I monetized my Facebook Reels and ended up getting a nice little check that we got while we were on vacation in Bermuda.
Yep.
Mhm.
So it was like I wasn't working, I was on vacation and still getting paid. And so it was just
Right.
nice to be able to say, oh, okay, this is coming. It was a nice little surprise.
And I don't
Right.
know about you guys, but it's just refreshing to put something positive out there on social media. I think
Mhm,
social
Absolutely.
media, I mean, this is a topic in itself, but so many people view it as a bad thing,
mhm,
Mhm.
and it can be, but you also have to put like your limitations and boundaries around it. And I don't
Mhm.
scroll, like I really don't scroll.
mhm.
And I just, if I want to see what's going on in your life, Mel or Andrea, I come to your page and I look. I
And
don't
that's it.
scroll so that I'm not sucked into that vacuum.
I
I
just
block
FaceTime you.
people left and right. I just think that social media can also be a really great thing, and it can, like, I have met so many people on their cancer journey that has helped me on my cancer journey, and without social
Mhm.
media that wouldn't have happened.
Oh, for
Right.
sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure. Because you, again, feel like you're on an island, you're a lone wolf
Yeah.
because, you don't know
Mhm.
anybody. And if you don't put yourself out there, which I know is a big scary thing because for a long time I was like, I can't tell people that I'm doing this. I can't tell people what my struggles were. I can't, but now like I got over that and I'm like, I don't give a fuck what people think.
Yeah.
Like, this is me. And by me being like that is what has led me to you guys,
Yep.
Right.
and
Right.
like I literally, I only had a few small friends. I keep a very tight circle. Like I don't, kept to myself. It was me and my husband for a long time,
Thank you for calling me
and that's
small.
and that's a whole that's a
Yes.
whole nother story for another day about my codependency and all that stuff. But um that's just who I was. And, you know, joining body and doing these side hustles got me out there. Like, I meet people every day.
Yeah.
I meet 30 to 40 people every week,
Yeah.
new
Mhm.
people just saying hi. But, whether they're a tourist or they're going to work or whatever, and, just chit-chatting. And um, it's just, it helps me get out of, become extroverted introvert, if you
Yeah.
will,
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
and just helps me put myself out there. And I meet so many different people and learn so much about different people and their lives. It's so I find it so interesting. So it's actually like, yeah, it's grinding work. It's unglamorous to be driving people around all day, but like just to get to meet people and learn about them is interesting to me,
Yeah.
And you're in a
and
and you're technically in a new city for you because
mhm,
you've been there for a couple of years. So,
mhm,
still getting out there. It's hard getting out there and meeting new people as an adult, you know?
mhm. Oh, for
My
sure.
God, as an adult, it is so hard to make friends. Because here's the
It
thing, and I
is.
know this is my little small tangent that we're going to go on. I'm an adult. I would love to have friends. I love the idea of having friends, but
Mhm.
I don't know how you tell, like when you meet somebody and you're like, oh my God, I want to be your friend, but I'm not going to want to go out and do a lot of things because I like to be home.
Mhm.
I'm not going to want to go out to like, I don't really want to hang out with you. I just like the idea of us being friends because
Oh my
I
God.
don't
Did we
like
just
to
become
go
best
out.
Yeah,
friends?
yeah.
I don't like to go out and really like, I don't know, do things. Like if I'm going to do that,
It's
I'd rather do that with Kevin or like if you
Mhm.
guys lived closer, it would be different. But I don't know
Oh,
how to
because
tell somebody
we'd be
because we're
triple
all the
dating,
same.
okay?
We're all the same. Like
Yeah.
like Andrea and I play video games together.
I'm getting there. Look, I am trying my damnedest
You
to
need
get
to use your side hustle money in order to get a PlayStation. Okay.
I'm on
Or
a
an
savings
Xbox.
plan of I'm on a savings plan, okay?
You
And
need
I've
to
got
get one.
one. And so I'm
You can
going to
always download it on your computer. It's crossplay, Andrea. I mean, you can
This is
always,
true.
if
She
your
could be the she could be the PC weirdo to our group.
yeah, if your computer will
wow.
handle it, you could get it. But I'm
Yeah,
just
she
saying,
probably
like,
not.
you know, like as an adult, it's so hard to make friends.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, for sure. I mean, everybody's at a different season. You know, at my age, I'm a little bit younger than you guys. I'm gonna call that out. But like at my age, people are, you know, they all have kids, and it's
Yeah.
like we don't have kids, so it's like, okay, you know, I got to worry about your fucking kid schedule. Like,
I have kids, and quite frankly, I don't like other people's kids. I mean, that's just, I don't like I'll be nice to them and they're cute, but like whenever like Kevin and I go out to like a brewery here, I'm just like, I want that time to get away from kids. And some of these
mhm.
people take like little kids to these like garden breweries, and I'm just like, oh my God, can you please leave your
I
fuck
hate
trophies
that.
at home?
I hate that. That's why I don't go anywhere because I don't like kids. I really don't.
I
And I
know
don't,
that's gonna come off,
but you know, it's
but
not
I
like
mean,
Oh, but yeah, but Jennifer, your kids are older.
my
Like
kids are
your kids
older.
are, you know, so you're not dealing with like little rugrats, but you know what I mean?
And I mean, I love our kids, and if I see a kid, like I'm not going to be like, you know, wanting to kick them. Like I like kids. I'm just saying that whenever I go out on a date with my man, I want you to leave your fuck trophies at home. That way we can go out, have a beer, have some conversation, and not have to worry about your kid running around. And why are they at a brewery? I
Can
just
I
don't
just
understand it.
I just need to
I have
interject.
never understood that.
I need to interject. So it was a TikTok the other day that I found while scrolling, and it was a guy at like Disney World or Universal, whatever, and like he got the last spot on the ride before they closed, and there was like three little kids behind him, and it was like you know, fuck them kids.
I mean, I don't
But I'm
know.
like, for real, like, dude, I just waited in line for 2 hours. I ain't giving up my spot to these fucking
Yeah.
kids. I'm going on this ride.
Yeah.
In a previous life, in one of my full-time jobs, not a side hustle, but I was the director of a prevention coalition. And this was one of the things that we talked about was allowing kids into breweries. And we never understood it. But there's not like you can't make a law to where kids can't go into breweries because that's just the way that it is. But I don't understand it. It's like you can't take a kid into a dispensary, a marijuana dispensary.
Yeah.
You know, so why the hell can you take them into a brewery? You're
And
still
I,
promoting
yeah,
the
and
action
I
to
get
them,
like a
and they're
lot
going to
of
grow
the
up like
and I get a lot of the breweries have like, you know, games, you know, these big
Yeah.
like, you know, garden games
that.
or
I know.
whatever. And they take their dogs and they have food and all of that kind of stuff. And so it's more of like a restaurant appeal. But I'm sorry, when I go to a quote unquote adult place with my
Mhm.
man, I want to have peace and quiet. I don't want, you
Yes.
know, to be seeing two kids over here throwing a football together. Take them to a damn park.
hmm
I mean,
Or I don't have
that's
to
my
worry
Typically
about
on
opinion.
the
your
side
kid.
hustle.
I don't have to worry about your kid running around and tripping and falling and skinning his knees on the gravel, you
Yeah, or
know,
like
like
if I want to say the F word, I should be able to use the F word and not be able
mm,
and not feel like, oh my God, there's a kid over there. I can't say it. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
fuck
So you can't say
them
fuck,
kids.
fuck them kids. So anyway, now that we've gotten on this glorious tangent about children, and you know, we don't all hate, we just don't like to
We
be
don't
around.
hate them. Yeah. I don't care
But
for them,
I,
but
I'm really curious though, you know, because like in our previous episode, we talked about our wellness journeys and things like that. But I'm really curious as to why both of you started your side hustles. Like, why, what made you say yes? Because for me, I I was a personal trainer before, so it's like I knew that I could help people. Now doing the actions, that's a completely different story. But I knew that I could build a community and help people. And if I could make money, because I was a struggling college student at the time, I wanted some extra income, you know. And so, but it has brought me so much more now than just that income. But because I got paid the other day, I went and got my wax for me,
Yes.
for my man. It's
Wax on, wax off.
wax on, wax off. And the previous wax before, Lord have mercy, I came off that bed, girls, let me tell you. Anyway, that's a whole nother episode. But I'm just
That's a
curious,
series.
what made you guys say yes to, number one, your body side hustle, and then Andrea, why you know, if you'd like to share why you have so many. So, Jennifer?
Yeah, so I mean, I wanted it, basically I started it because I wanted a discount. Because,
Yeah.
you know, as a wellness coach with this company that I partner with, you get a discount if you are a coach. And that coach term is used very loosely, right? You're basically accountability partner.
Right.
And so that's why I wanted that discount. And so, but through that, I also knew, like, as I was seeing my own success using these products, having 3 small kids at that time and working, you know, full time, I didn't have time to go to the gym. I was very insecure about the gym. And so these programs I could do around my busy schedule. I didn't have to commute. I didn't have to do all of that. And it allowed me to create my own community just by sharing what I was doing. It brought other women into my life that also I needed to connect with. And so, you know, at that time, it gave me supplemental income by doing daily actions that I needed to do. It provided me additional income that helped me, you know, make ends meet. And now I've continued to do it for these last 10 years because, one, it's still the community, it's still the people that I'm connected with. But, you know, now I was able to go to our annual conference we have every year with this company. I use the money that I earned to pay for that trip. The money that I spend on my supplements doesn't come out of my pocket. It comes from the money that I earn by sending out that referral link and having people sign up with me and into my community. We're getting married in November. We want to buy a house. Like, all of this, that's my end goal. And this company, or whatever side hustle that I decide to do, is just the vessel on how to get there.
Right. And we should say that, you know, no, I know that body, they don't what is the word I'm looking for? They
guarantee income.
They don't guarantee
any kind of income. You do have to put in the work, and that's the thing.
Absolutely.
You have to do the daily, quote unquote, unglamorous things. You have to be willing to reach out. You have to be willing to share your journey. You have to be willing to connect with people, and you have to be willing to invite people to join you on the journey. And here's
it's
the one
just
thing.
like a job.
It's just like a job. And
it is.
We're actually, I mean, we're in sales, right? This is a selling job. But it's based off of something that we use, that we actually love and enjoy, and that we actually want to share things with. I will say there's a lot of these types of, people will call them network marketing jobs. And I think we are in one of the toughest ones. We're not selling makeup. We're not selling clothes. We are asking you to actually take a look at yourself, to be honest, to be real, and be open to change. And a lot of people find that difficult. Right?
Oh, for sure. I mean,
intimidating. It's intimidating for me.
It's not, they're not buying, you know, we're not selling a magical pill.
Right.
We're selling tools that you can use to better yourself.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, and, you know, it's not makeup, it's not clothes, it's not, you know, whatever. It's a lifestyle change. And in order to do any sort of lifestyle change, you have to put in the work.
Yeah. And I've seen so many of my friends that they'll start in one company and they're you know, they don't do well, so they go to another company and then it don't do well, and they're just bouncing back and forth. I haven't done the greatest. I haven't hit the rank that I want to, but what keeps me here in this community is the community. You know? It's I mean, it's hard as fuck to reach those ranks. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
It is, you know, but it's seeing your faces daily. It's checking into my wellness group daily to see that, you know, there's 60 some people in my group and maybe only 4 posts a day, but I'm seeing them making changes in themselves, and that's what I love.
Mhm.
I absolutely
And
love.
you know, it's the hope that what you're doing and what those 4 people are doing is becomes
Mhm.
inspiring for everyone else to
Absolutely.
make the change.
So
Because that's
what?
how I got started. That's how I was
Yeah.
inspired by someone else and I started making the changes and I signed up because at the time it was free to become uh a coach, if you will, and so it was like a give that a whirl and when I started kind of doing the steps, doing the work, other people noticed
Mhm.
and other people said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I shared what I was passionate about. I shared what I was doing. I shared how I felt, how it changed me. And
Mhm.
that's, what convinced them. And then, so seeing them do it
Yeah.
and get the results they want too is so fulfilling.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I
Um,
really do think that especially with you, Andrea, I'm sure that you have like funny stories to tell. And so I think that that should be like an episode all by itself, the comedy.
girl, girl, that's its own podcast.
Yeah, we need it. And so I'm asking, like, if you're listening to this and you're like, yes, we need to learn
Hmm.
about the person that snuck a dog into your car for a lift. We need to learn about, we need to hear the funny side of having side hustles. And so if you're interested in that podcast, let us know. And we'll
Oh,
make
I got
that
lots of
happen.
stories. Oh my goodness. I've been a rideshare driver for 5 years.
Yeah, we
So
need to hear the
there's some
stories.
stories.
We
I
need
do
to,
have to note that no one has puked in my car, knock on wood,
Oh
yeah.
wow.
because that's like my biggest fear is having to clean up
Yeah.
someone else's vomit.
Yeah.
And so
But
I think
yeah.
for our jam thought of the day is, are the unglamorous actions worth it to reach the outcome? And
Yep.
for me personally, yes.
Yeah.
Hmm. Absolutely. I mean, all of us have goals, and again, it's being able to take the goals out of the cloud and put them on paper and saying, how am I going to get there? And utilizing these side hustles, if you will, is what's going to get us there. Because yeah, we all have full-time jobs, and those are what's covering the basics. But
Yep.
if we want to, become more than just a basic bitch, then the side hustles are what's going to get us there.
Yeah, and the side hustles for us, like in our full-time job, we are working for somebody else. We're fulfilling somebody else's goals, somebody
Hmm.
else's pocket while we're
Hmm.
fulfilling our own pocket, of course. But whenever you do something like this, you're doing something for you. You're making that decision to do it. And I know some people
Hmm.
might have to be an Uber driver or an Uber Eats or whatever because they need that additional financial income. But, you know, there's still benefits of it. You're still getting
Absolutely.
something out of it. And so, yeah, so some of those actions that you have to do may be tedious and may be unfun at the time. But the benefit from it, I think, outweighs that. So,
For sure.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Well, thank you
all
for
right.
listening to this episode, and thank you, ladies. And I can't wait to do it again. And
Yeah.
episode 2, if you want to, episode 2. What am I talking about? If you want a second part to this episode about side hustles, you just let us know.
Yeah. And if you
Yes.
have a
Hit
side
us up.
hustle, be sure to come over to our Instagram at the Jam Pod. Tell us what you do. Let's support each other in our side hustle businesses. Drop it in the comments of episode 4
4.
and let us know what you do. And until we meet again, y'all, have a great week.
Toodaloo.
Bye.
Later.